go wrong. Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Hey Nets fans, Riley Towel Day is coming. Come out to the game and lead with your very own Nets mascot Riley Towel. Be the sixth man and find the amazing energy.
Oh, say does.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. I'm Kevin Harlan. One thing, Doors, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And so Crawford will bring it up. For the Charlotte Hornets. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Simmons is out there with Collier, and it's Dre in at the two-guard spot.
And that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Crawford finds Simmons. Now Crawford. At three off the mark. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Pass to Butler. The Nets working the ball around now. For three, Smith. The rebound by Collier. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Crawford with the ball. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. 6 to shoot. From downtown, that's tipped. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break.
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Pass to Collier. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some
Impressive.
thunder. Yeah.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Nets shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw good. Saw.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And so it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 1. Crawford looking over the floor. Simmons left side. Pass to Crawford. 5 to shoot. Here's Collier. Off target from three-point range. They set the pick. Whitehead passes to Thunder. Out to Smith. Launches it. Hornets with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the foul called on Thunder. Hornets leading by 14. Stolen away on the court for the Hornets. They've got Smith. And Benyama's out there with McMillan. Then there's Hill. And it's Gray in at the point.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Smith with a screen on Smith. Hill has the open look. Kept alive by Charlotte. Lets it go with a 3. And they get it back. Smith with it. Now Smith defending. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against Utah was all business. He finished with 64 points, and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. The numbers he put up were really impressive. He's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Pass to Smith. Here's the screen. Fires for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Gray. 23 points for him the last game against the Knicks in New York.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
The three-pointer is right on target. Gray's got 20 points.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Thunder passes to Smith. In the corner, it's Saar. Stripped away. Right wing. Here's Gray. And Dawkins pulls it down.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Saar gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hornets leading by 15. Here's Gray. He's got 20. It's Hill on the wing. Teardrop shot. Second shot opportunity. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this video review. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call.
My goodness.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And he's good on the three ball. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Nets trail by 18. Pass to Dawkins. Here's Thunder. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Thunder. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters. Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
McMillan, he check in for the Hornets. Gray passes to McMillan. Here's Gray. Tries the spin move. And there's the drive.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by McMillan. Out to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. From 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Gray. Gray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wembanyama passes to Gray. Rebound, Brooklyn. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks. Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
It's Hill on the wing. Rebound by Smith.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's blocked. Here's Hill. Here's Postov. And he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 19. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Hornets. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game. So at Charlotte, their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this.
When I look at the Nets, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
This has been a weight room game.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. Checked in for the Nets. The Hornets also with a sub. Hill's checked in. They've got Smith. Butler out there with Song. And it's Thunder. And it's Whitehead in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Thunder. He's got 14. Whitehead passes to Butler. Nets passing it around. A three ball. Saar gets the bucket. Saar's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Driving in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Hill has it in the corner. Pass to Collier. Now here's Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gray. Off target with his three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Whitehead, and it's blocked. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Hill from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Hill's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
That one falls. 18 points for Thunder.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Down low, here's Collier. Some solid defense from Butler. Nets trail by 12. Thunder passes to Smith. It's stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He has 6.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
They get the rebound. Hornets leading by 14. Here's Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Driving to the basket. And it's Thunder missing. And the foul called on Thunder. That was... The Hornets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Hill. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hill's got 7 points for the quarter.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
His third personal foul. Team second.
Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Hill. And again, it's the Nets missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Gray's shot is off. Nets trail by 18. Here's Thunder. No good with the triple.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Gray dishes to Hill. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
Good game, FP. Just got to tighten up and get them next time.